I knew guys like that. They were cringe.
What, being silly around a statue?
No, like, oh, where my hug at? It's like, ugh, get the fuck away from me, weird ass.
You know me. I'll shake your hand because I know you're not much a hugger. That's me.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a hugger, I'll still shake your hand. That is not greenery. That is Rocky Road ice cream. That's what that looks like. I feel like I just insulted anyone who likes Rocky Road by just saying it looks like dirt.
In all honesty, it really do look like dirt.
Yeah, ain't that the point of it, though, to make it look like dirt?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like it.
I never had it. To me, it just looked all nasty.
It looks like you dropped a good, perfectly good chocolate ice cream in dirt.
And then you being a welfare ass just picks it up anyway.
I'm more of an orange cream guy, anyway.
Now that I'm
sweet.
finally getting the fuck out of this parking lot.
Do I dare say hi to an audience? Because you know what I'm about to say.
What?
Hi, Rain.
I'm not live.
Now you know what I mean.
I know.
She ever watches your uploads.
I think she watches whatever upload.
Why do you think I said hi?
Yeah, I'm over here
like, yeah.
whipping Kenworths at Peterbilt's like Hellcats, trying not to Roscoe P. Coltrane it.
And I'm just sitting here enjoying a quiet evening with my friends. While watching a guy speed tour houses.
I'll just say this. This is what makes no sense. Why does the Kenworth Jake brake sound better than the Peterbilt? I swear.
Maybe it's quality? I don't know. I would not know. I'm not an 18-wheeler guy.
Well, I think it's just how this game's set up.
Possibly. Speed Tour. I love Speed Tour guy.
Ooh. Thank you.
Nice little walk-in closet in the tiny room. Here's a vanity. Here's a toilet. Here's a two-person shower.
That's a big shower.
If you want to buy this house, I'll have to link in my bio or...
One hand whipping it.
If you have a soldier gear, non-wear demo.
Google Maps arrival time 8:42. Me outside at 8:25.
You know, it's such a shame that Kenworth's getting rid of the W900s.
They are?
Yeah.
Dang.
Ooh, better slow down. There might be a cop sneaking around the joint. As she plays Smokey and the Bandit.
Bye-bye, baby.
Kind of hard to do considering I'm hauling heavy shit in a Kenworth.
With the ear version. Bye-bye, baby. The fact that Eeyore is Optimus Prime
They're both by the
never
same
ceases
people.
to him. Yeah, Peter Cullen.
I did not know that until now.
Thanks to my autistic knowledge.
The old weapons grade autism.
Dude, the Weapons Grade Autism also told me that Jigen from Lupin the Third was frickin' Z-Cross and Masked Rider. Ew. I don't like Masked Rider.
I don't see any cops. I got this thing wide open. No, that's not a cop. Thank God.
I'm pulling a grandparent and putting a blanket over my legs.
I love the sound of the Jake brake. Why does the Kenworth Jake brake sound better than the fucking Peterbilt? I need to get. I know. There's Jake brake mods that make it sound louder. I probably should look into getting one of them. Coming down on the on-ramp. Let the Jake brake sing out. Here, let me sing you a song of my people at 3 in the morning.
Hell yeah.
That's just what you hear. Somebody letting off. God forbid if it's straight piped. And I can tell what type of motor it's in. I can tell what type of motor it's running just by the loudness.
Let me sing you the song of my people. It's the first of the month.
It's the first of the month. That's the national anthem for welfare.
I mean, I'm not on welfare, but I do get technically food allowance through insurance.
Yeah.
Which helps, because allergy-friendly food is expensive. It's ridiculous how expensive it is, dude.
And it shouldn't be expensive.
You know what else is ridiculous?
What?
The fact that I can't find damn mallow cups anywhere.
I thought those things would be everywhere.
They're hard for me to find. The Walmart I'm at don't carry them, I think. The only place I can find them is at crap like Save-A-Lot. Which I don't know if that's a thing down in Mississippi.
Nah, I don't think we have Save-A-Lots.
Yeah, we got Save-A-Lots over here. They used to be called IGA. Which I know is a thing Illinois has. Illinois has IGAs. I've seen them. I need to get mallow. Dude, I miss mallow cups. That shit's good. You know why I like them more than Reese cups?
Why is that?
I've learned that peanut butter gives me acid reflux. As do peanuts.
Have you ever tried peanut butter powder?
I have not, actually.
Yeah, it's like really low calorie. I'm talking about 50 calories just for a serving.
And I just mix that with water and I got my own peanut butter?
Yeah.
I may try that.
Excuse me. Alright, good. One cruise control is set. I love the cruise control in this game. I'm still thinking about that one song from an AI thing I was listening to. I've been smoking meth in my RV in the outskirts of Topeka. I've been smoking meth again. Yes, I'm a tweaker. That song is fucking funny. And I'm like, that sounds like my crackheaded uncle. Which most
Keeping it real with spreads.
Which most of my which for one back on my old channel I had this character called Crackhead Jones.
That was based off your uncle, wasn't it?
Yep.
How did I know that's where that was gonna go? POV Crackhead Jones, here's the popo coming.
Which he would do that.
Oh shoot, that's the popo. No, he takes off like fucking Roadrunner or Fred Flintstone.
That's what he would do. That's exactly what he would do.
You hear him run to his car so fast his floorboard comes out. It's just him running.
Look, I drove his truck when he got picked up by the law the last time.
Yeah.
But hold that thought. I got to get a picture right quick. All right. So anyway, back to the story at hand. So anyway, he got picked up by the law. And this was last year. So I have to drive his truck because, you know, the sheriff basically said, hey, y'all come pick his truck up so y'all ain't got to deal with the impound shit. So I hop in this raggedy-ass Silverado that he's driving. That thing had a rod knock and everything else was wrong with it. I mean, I'm getting that thing up to 55 and the needle starts moving. The speedometer is bouncing. I'm like, this is the sketchiest damn truck I've ever driven in my life. In all honesty, in fact, I got video of it, of me driving it. And the whole time I'm like, I feel like old redneck white trash driving it. It was that sketchy, but it was also that sad. I'm like, how the hell does he keep this thing running? It was that bad. And the whole thing was, I was scared to stop it because I was afraid it wouldn't crank. So you know what I did?
What'd you do?
Drove it straight home. And look, the fuel light came on. I'm like, I ain't stopping now. I ain't stopping until I get to the house. And that's what happened. When I got it stopped, I got out and said, that is the sketchiest damn truck I've ever driven. The truck was missing a radio. But, you know, here's the thing. It was missing the original radio, but the radio he had up in it was so damn ghetto rigged. I'm like, if this truck burns down, if this truck catches fire, I'm bailing out. It was that bad. Okay, that's not the police. I saw a Charger and I'm like, that looks like the police. No, it's not. That's just somebody driving a V6 SXT. You know, that's the scariest shit ever. Like, you see certain cars coming and you don't know if it's the police or not.
Well, you know what's sad?
What?
When you find out your hometown, like, the region is dying because people are moving out because there's no jobs.
Well, that ain't nothing new. Like, even where I live at, like my old hometown, which is not where I live at currently.
I figured. Because of phrasing.
Yeah, that town is so damn backwards it ain't even funny. But it's like, why are people moving off? Because there's no jobs there. And it's like every time they get something new open up, it's like, oh, this place closed down, but it's opening back up, and the jobs that are replacing it ain't even the original number where it started. Alright, like, look, there's this sawmill down on the port. Before it went under new man, before they reopened it, originally it had 150 jobs. When they reopened it, 100. So the other part of it is that not only is it like that, but they also run on a skeleton crew and they overwork everybody, so the turnover rate's really fucking high. And they barely pay those people. I know this because I applied for a job down there. And I thought, okay, since one of my supposed relatives worked there a long time ago, I figured, okay, maybe I'm in good standing. Nope. They didn't even look at me. They gave me an interview. They said, we'll call you if we need anything, if we, you know, consider you. Guess what? They didn't call me.
I bet you they didn't even consider.
Nope.
I'm like dying.
And my resume says otherwise. It's like nobody can sit there and say I have shit work ethic. That's the one thing nobody can say about my work ethic. It's like, yeah, my work ethic is really good. My resume states it. But in reality, they're just looking for the cheaper pay. Or like that whole probationary period crap. I think they do that on purpose. They keep people on probationary just so that way they don't have to pay them any type of health insurance or anything like that. Basically, they keep you on for the probationary period, and then once it's up, get lost.
Welcome to America, where we're fucked.
You know, then give it enough time. Like, there's already labor revolutions happening. But give it enough time, and there's actually going to be like a for real revolution.
Forget the strikes. There's going to be straight up a work war.
Pretty much.
That's going to be something to talk about in the history books. It's like, hey, you remember the work war? Freaking what?
I'm in St. Louis.
You mean shit, Louis? I'm just kidding.
I'm in St. Louis. It's like lock the doors.
You mean St. Pooey? That's cleaner and funnier.
Here I am in St. Louis, Missouri. I got the windows and the doors locked. Where's my gun? I don't want to get shot driving through here. And that looks like a Tesla. That is a Tesla.
Dude, you want to hear some hot Goss family drama that's hilarious as shit?
Yeah, go ahead. Just don't use any real names.
Oh, good lord. How am I going to code name the one aunt?
The shitty aunt?
Let's call her hairdresser, because that's what she used to do.
Yeah.
So, little buddies, you know, my little buddies.
Yeah.
Whenever we grew up, I noticed I never got real attached. I tried not to, because I knew what was happening. Like, I just subconsciously thought of something. Yeah. And then she out here outed last Sunday was their mom used this for free. Like, just because she didn't have nobody because of her dumb decisions.
Yeah.
And now that her family's backing her dumb decisions, she don't need us no more. How do you think... Aha! How do you think how Grandmammy and Peepaw feel? How do you think they feel?
They don't feel too good about it.
No, because they're not related to us, but they miss them two little frickers. I know I do.
Yeah.
And I was looking at a picture of them from Hillbilly Days. That's the thing our region does for Shriners Hospital. They look like they had a blast. Got their faces painted. Little dude looking like Black Panther. Oh, he lost his two front teeth. Hell yeah. The Tooth Fairy better pay him big money. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, now I'm speeding through Missouri to get the fuck up out of here.
Told you it was sketchy.
I know it's sketchy. I'm like, no, I don't want to. No, I'm going to do the. No, I'm trying to get up out of here. I don't want to get caught lacking.
Bro caught lacking in St. Pooey, Missouri.
Get that Jake break
I'm missing
singing.
Little rascals. That's what they are, is little rascals, let's be honest.
Yeah, trust me, there's all kinds of fucked up family shit that I'm just like, yeah, I want no part of that shit. Leave me out of it.
Like, we're not related to them at all, but I figured something like that would happen.
I mean, I kind of had something. My grandparents kind of went through something similar with my little cousin, which is the crackhead's youngest daughter.
Oof.
And she pretty much burned her bridges, which I said that was going to happen because I kind of had her pegged from the get-go. It's like, she's playing both ends of the fiddle. So then at that point, you know, and plus, you know, she's grown at this point. So pretty much, I mean, she came back fairly recently, Hey, you know why she came back? She wanted money.
Why am I not surprised?
My grandmother looked at her and said, I'm sorry, but we ain't got no money. Hadn't heard from her since. That's pretty much what I said about it. It's like, yep, she come back looking for money. Couldn't be any worse than my oldest cousin, where she comes around and, you know, she's always begging for money. I think the last time my grandmother said, we ain't got shit, get the fuck out of here. You can come visit us, but don't you come around here begging for money. Ain't nobody got money around here. I'm like, don't look at me, I ain't got shit.
The only thing he's rich in is friendships and knowledge.
Which is perfectly fine by me.
They say you're richer that way anyway.
I mean, who knows, maybe whenever I get my book published, I'll actually get something out of it. But then again, I'm kind of debating on not, you know, pushing it, or, you know, publishing it, I should say.
Yeah.
That's kind of my big debate. Do I really want to publish it or not? Or do I just want to do I just want to take some of the other stuff that I've written and just publish that?
Ultimately, that is up to you, buddy.
I genuinely say that because it's like nobody wants to take a handwritten manuscript anymore.
At that point, just self-publish on Amazon. They'll produce it.
Yeah, just have the cover art and everything ready.
And they can just print it off for you. And they'll ship them out.
Yeah, my question is, would they let me go under my pen name, or do I have to use my real one?
I mean, they should let you go under a pseudonym.
Yeah, I don't want people trying to dox me and try to come up to my house because they're pissed off about how I write. Because, you know, there's always somebody out there, they get mad over how someone writes, and it's like, I want to know where they live at.
You know me. I want to send him a nice handwritten letter that says, "You write nice." The end.
Yeah, because, you know, there's always going to be some crazy out there trying to do that shit, and I'm like, no, don't come near me, you know, doing that nonsense. Don't show up at my house.
Don't try to tickle my pickle violently.
That's disturbing.
Do you want to know what that phrasing means?
Pretty sure I don't want to know, but you're going to explain it anyway.
Nah.
Alright, let's just leave it that way. Yep.
That's the only hint you get. Is a gun.
I live in Mississippi,
my...
so it is a stand your ground state.
Well, you guys got castle rules. Or
Yep.
castle law doctrine.
That is true.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, I live down one long ass driveway. It's like, what are you doing coming down here? You looking for trouble, or do I know you? Because if I don't know you, I'm just going to assume you're there looking to start some shit.
That's honestly a very smart thing to do. I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace. Someone's got like Switch games for sale, like just straight up the cartridges, no cases.
Yeah.
They've got Clanad, which I didn't know had a game. Well, I knew it was a game, but not a physical game.
That
Skyrim,
anime,
I knew that was on the server.
Yeah, I'll just say this: Planet does not deserve to get all that hate that it gets.
It gets hate?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, Planet, for some strange reason, gets hate, but I'm just sitting there like, why are y'all hating on this? It makes no sense to me.
Hating on the most wholesome thing, but then they're loving on the most disturbing, nonsensical, brain porn rot nonsense.
That is true.
I'm like, they're step siblings. That's disgusting.
Oh, Yugo no Sora. That's what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about brothers' conflict.
Oh.
Yeah. One girl many stepbrothers. And it was, which one does she end up with? I don't want to know. That's her stepbrothers. That's nasty.
That is nasty.
It's not nasty, but it's still nasty.
I mean, technically, it's still sinful behavior.
That is true.
Which, technically, you know, like that one part in Leviticus where it's talking about don't lay up with your relations, that does also include step relations, too.
I bet you it also applies to 4th and 5th cousins.
That included.
You can't be related at all.
That even includes if
Nuts.
they're married in. Married in, adopted, can't do that. That's disgusting.
Nasty.
Look, speaking of which, I remember there was this show on CMT years ago called My Big Fat Redneck Wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Where they would go showcase these redneck weddings, and there was one that they did where the people getting married in question were stepbrother and stepsister.
What in the Alabama?
I forget where they were from, but I want to say it was Alabama.
Wouldn't shock me if they were from fucking Vicksburg.
I'm about to say, if they were from Mississippi, I would not be using Mississippi as my channel name. It's like, leave that relationship, you know, leave the having the nasty relations to Alabama. Leave that to them. That's more their forte. Or West Virginia. But West Virginia already gets enough of those jokes, so it makes no sense to do it to them.
West Virginia also gets deliverance jokes.
That too.
Cannibalism. That everyone in Appalachia gets that. Thank you, creators of Wrong Turn and whatever the frick else there was. I'd rather deal with Eternal calling me Chicken Man.
Than deal with any of that other sort of nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, there's just some interesting games. They got Fire Emblem, a Pokemon game, Xenoblade Chronicles, Skyrim. But no OG Oblivion. Big Sag.
Now I gotta go park this big rig. Let's hope I can actually back it in.
They're trying to sell the frickin' Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered without a case for $15. I said for $5 more, I can get it physically with a case. And I've already got it on PS4, so I don't even need it.
Woo! I almost made a mistake. Ranger, mistakes were almost made.
What mistakes have you done, Dad?
I almost went into the creek.
My grandma's actually almost done that once because some idiot don't know how to go up and down a holler. Like, you know the right-of-way turn-offs?
Yep.
They want us to go on the left when we're supposed to go on the right. They would not go. I'm like, this is not how you drive. Dude, they're making another Miami Vice movie.
Are they?
Yeah, I hope to God it's not like the one with Jamie Foxx. Just make it just like the show. Exactly like it. You don't gotta age it up or nothing. You don't gotta make it R-rated. Stares at the Fall Guy.